What's going on, YouTube? Claic Yuzolt here again, and today we're going to be covering Dragalia Lost. It's a game I've been in love with, and I wanted to share the new content they have in the game and cover it a little bit in my videos. Loyalties Requiem. So essentially, this is the raid event, our first big event we get in Dragalia Lost, and I couldn't be more happy about what they've given us. I am so excited to explain this event to you and how well it is made, and honestly, I'm falling even more and more in love with the game. You can see I'm level 42. I've been playing it all the time. Now, the new shine hasn't fallen off yet, so there could be a couple of things that maybe down the road I get a little bored with, but right now, I'm in love with it, and this raid really knocked it out of the park. So, essentially what happens with this raid is they give you this character here. You guys can earn friendship points. They pretty much give you this character on loan until you fill up the friendship point. If you do not fill up the friendship points before the event is over, they will take her back. But if you fill them up, you get to keep her. Now, the way you earn friendship points is through doing any activity with her in your party. That includes story, doing the experience dungeon, or coming in here and using her in the raid. And I've only been playing for a few hours, and I almost have her halfway done. So within the matter of 10 days, or however long this raid is, you should be able to get that done. Next up, you guys are able to go in and actually do some story missions. Explains the raid a little bit. And you end up getting two fights that you guys have to do. One is this right here, this boss battle. You guys have to do this in order to obtain these little purple-looking crystals. And with those, that allows you to actually compete in the raid along with spinning energy. So if you look down here at the raid difficulty, it costs 10 of those little purple stones along with stamina. So you're going to have to, once you run out of the stones, you're going to have to go back in and do the assault on, I don't even know how to say his name, Archiole. You're going to have to fight him, and then you can go back in and fight the raid. Why should you be doing any of this? Well, there are a ton of rewards for you guys to get. If we go to emblems here, we can see that they are used to obtain a lot of rewards. Through the bronze emblems here, we can see that I've already obtained 19, which means I get all the rewards that require 19 or below, and you don't spend them. It's just essentially, if you've earned this many emblems, that is what you get to obtain. So if we look down, I think it goes all the way up to 500, right? So 500 silver, 500 gold, 500 bronze. Actually, it's 1,000 silver. Oh my gosh, is it 5,000 gold? Let's look. It is 6,000 gold. Okay, so a lot of grinding to be done, but a lot of great items to be obtained. So if you go in here, I've got all the way up to 24 of these emblems in silver. So since I've reached 24, I get some silver crystal, and I get some silver whetstones, which is pretty awesome. And as you grind, you get that. And the way to check what drops what, if you want to get bronze, you're going to have to farm the lower difficulty. But if we go to like let's go to the raid actually. If we go to the raid and we go to the smaller one and we click here, you can see that it drops silver. You see this right down here? Silver. If we go back to the boss fight, we can go here, click on this. We can see this is where it drops bronze, along with dropping the otherworld fragments is what they're called, and that's what you need to be able to do the raid. So you're going to be able to go there and fight and everything, and I'm going to show the raid off here in a minute. But the next thing I want to show you guys is the summons. So essentially, you guys can obtain a 5-star dragon, Pele, however you say that, along with this right here, this worm print. Let's see what this worm print does. Burn resist, which is really good for the boss fight. Skill prep 10%, and you actually end up doing more damage to the raid boss if you put this on your unit. So I would say definitely level this up, put it on your unit for doing the raid. That way you can burn the boss down, because it is a huge DPS check. But the way this works is you go in, you fight the raid boss or the boss before that to obtain the otherworld fragments, and you summon on here. And if we go to contents, it will show you what is left in the pool for you to obtain. So I can still get my dragon, I can still get the worm print, and I can still get all these items. See, I still have one of one Fiend's Eye I can grab. And as you pull from this pool here, as you keep pulling, the summon pool gets smaller and smaller until finally, if I pull everything but the dragon, and then I summon again, I can get the dragon. And what's cool about this is once you get everything, you can hit the reset button. If you from what I understand, you hit that reset button, you can do it all over again. So lots of grinding, lots of things to obtain in the game, lots of cool stuff. So we're going to go ahead and go in. I'm going to show you this boss fight and talk about it real quick and tell you guys exactly what you need to be doing. I haven't beat Expert. There's even a difficulty higher than Expert, but I think Expert's when it starts dropping the gold emblem, so that's important. So we're going to go to the 1600 here. I'm going to go to find a room. I do believe the highest tier costs 3 feathers to join, so that's a lot. I'm ready to go. You want to be taking a water unit into the raid because it's going to be doing more damage and resisting damage as we are fighting a fire unit. There are going to be parts on this boss that we can attack. We want to take out the tail first because it limits, he does like a tail swipe, and it limits how big the AoE is so we can actually dodge it. Next up, we want to take out the left and right hand. If you take those out, you get more rewards, and it kind of makes the boss not do as big circles, AoE circles, as it could be. And then there's another mechanic we'll talk about in a minute. So now we're going in, we're fighting the boss. This is really cool. Each of us have our own team of 4. Sadly, the AI is pretty stupid, and they die off pretty quick. But I try to do my best with my own character. You want to try to dodge as much as you can, so there's not that much healing that needs to be involved. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to run around, and I'm going to go for this tail. Like I said, the tail should be the first thing you aim for. So I'm going to hit, and I'm going to be looking to dodge abilities if they come at me. You can see that I'm gaining my ability at the bottom, and I'm going to keep that. The one thing about abilities, guys, is those are invincibility frames. If something were to be about to hit you, if you cast an ability and you're in the middle of its animation, you will get invincibility frames, and that will not hit you. So like this right here, I'm going to go ahead and use my ability. I'm going to use it too soon. Nope. Notice how I didn't get hit by that because I was in the middle of my ability. So we're going to keep... His tail's almost gone, but we want to get that done as fast as possible. You want to stay out of the front of him because he will cast the fire breath in front of him, so you want to be careful of that. So I'm going to go ahead and boost up my strength. Okay, he keeps turning his tail away from me. There we go. I'm going to go and use this move right here. That's my strongest move I think I have right now. Tail's almost down. That's good. I like to keep my first ability just in case I'm going to be hit by something. There we go. Tail's down. His tail whip won't be that bad. So now we're going to be going for the left and right leg. Try to take those down. All right, I'm going to try to move to the side here. I don't want to be hit by him. Okay, here comes one, so I'm going to go ahead and use this. I don't get hit by it. You can dodge it by rolling to the outside, obviously, but this is an easy way to make sure you have a... because I know in the higher rate difficulties, that's going to hurt a lot. So now I don't have an ability, so I'm going to walk out. That is his tail swipe. If we weren't to take out the tail, if we didn't take out the tail, that would be a huge, huge AoE. So I'm going to use my ability here that I have up. Keep hitting him. All right, he's into overdrive. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put up my strength. Oh, I got hit by that. And I'm going to go ahead and summon my first dragon. As soon as he goes into overdrive, I'm going to go ahead and use my dragon. Obviously, you want to use a water dragon for this. Use their abilities. And then I'm going to use another dragon. Oh, okay, here's the next mechanic, guys. We need to take out these little, like, volcanoes, magma spots they call them, because you can see these big purple rings. And if they fill up, they're filling up with another purple. If they end up filling up, they explode in the area, and it really hurts the raid. So it actually does a lot of damage. So we're going to see the darker purple? I guess it's lighter purple on top of the darker purple. We want to make sure we kill it before that goes all the way out and it explodes. So I'm going to make sure I'm going over here, I'm killing that one. I'm going to avoid this one. I don't know if I can kill it. But if we're out of the area, then it won't hurt us. So I'm going to move out of the way of that. We're going to move back in. Go ahead and hit this. Go ahead and cast this. There we go. And we're slowly getting it down. So I'm going to keep whittling on the legs. Right now, I think I'm attacking the right leg. The left leg looks like it's almost dead. And I'm going to save. We're almost in the overdrive form. There we go. He's broken. I'm going to go ahead and summon my dragon now so we do more damage to him. Use this. And just go to town, trying to beat him up. Left leg's almost down. I want to make sure we get this right leg down too. Oh, that sucks. Oh, here we go. Almost done with my dragon. Now, I just got this dragon off the new banner. See, I could have used my skill there if I wasn't too scared of that. So that could have, again, invincibility framed me back into the fight. Moving over here. I think he's about to, like... Yeah. He also puts lava spots on the ground. I don't know if this is the lava spots. Yeah, you don't want to be standing in that. He puts little lava spots. So, left leg broken, going for the right leg now. This team is actually doing really well. And I like in the top left, you can see how much health each player has. Oh, okay, gotta get out of this, gotta get out of this. Woo, that was close. That's why it's really good to have and handy. If you can get stuck in the middle of something to where you can't dodge it, but if you have your ability ready to go, that's an insta dodge, right? He's gonna breathe fire, I think, so I'm gonna get out in front of him. There he goes, he's breathing fire. That really hurts on the harder difficulties. Come on, almost have the other leg down. Got it. So all of the legs are down, and now we just gotta finish this boss off. I'm gonna wait for him to go into his other form. There we go. Overdrive. Oops, I didn't mean to switch. Oh no. I don't want to switch. And you really don't want to switch off your water character because all the rest of them probably aren't as strong as what it is. Okay, we got Volcanic Ruin, I mean. I think this is where it's going to put the magma spots on the ground. Yeah, but I'm going to go ahead and skip over worrying about them as I don't think they'll fill up before we can kill them. Now, guys, a key important factor is we only have a minute left to kill this boss. If we are not to kill it in that minute, he'll do a move that does 9,999 damage to everyone, and you will lose the raid. So be sure that your damage is ready. Have your teams ready to go with as much water as you can, because remember, water units do more damage. I know I'm taking my 5-star unit there, Hawk, and he's win, so he takes more damage from fire, but I mean, he's my highest might. I'm trying to get the highest might I can up. But your main character, you want to have as much as possible. So let's see. We ended up clearing it. Let's see what kind of rewards we get. I leveled up the unit they gave us because I wanted to. All right, we got 6 silver. We got a fire. What is this? The Blaze Orb, excuse me. And then we have some of these, which is what we use to actually do the summons, I do believe, on the raid summon banner. So notice that I got 20 friendship points gained for using her in the fight, and that'll keep going on for the rest of the time. I'm going to go ahead and say no and get out of this. And we'll go into the summons. I'm going to summon here. We're going to do 10 at a time, and I'm going to go ahead and skip the animation. You can have that skip. And this is what I've earned. So sweet! We just got one of these. So we have the Defender. I am going to try to put a lot of points into this so I can use it on the raid. You can see there are different step-ups for the details, but there we go. We've unlocked that. Now, if we go back here, and we go to contents, it should say O of 1 available. You see that? O of 1 available. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep summoning, and then eventually I'm going to get the dragon. I'm going to reset that. That way we can unbind them and essentially give more levels there. And lastly, I wanted to talk about, before ending this video, I wanted to go ahead and go to the summons, and I'm going to do a little talk on these summons here. So we have Lily. I've heard Lily's an extremely powerful unit, obviously a water unit, mage, so she's going to be very good if you end up pulling her. Also, the characters in this game are very well drawn. We have Leviathan, which I would love to have. I haven't gotten a 5-star dragon yet. I have 2 5-star characters. One I got for the $24.99 pack. It's guaranteed to get a 5-star character. The other one I got lucky and pulled off a 10 pull. Then we have Tough Love, which I don't personally like this one too much. Buff strength by 40% when HP is below 30%. It only does it for 15 seconds. It only happens once per quest. And then we have skill damage plus 20%, which is awesome, but there are other ones. The one I think is really good is this one right here. If your HP is above 70%, you're going to get a constant 10% strength buff, which is amazing. So if you're good, you dodge, you don't take hits, you're going to get a big strength buff there. Flame resist plus 8% and reduces flame damage by 8%. So this is going to be very good in instances where you got to fight fire monsters like the boss that we have there. And then we're going to look down to this dragon. I don't think this 4-star unit is too amazing, but I did end up getting this 4-star dragon, and that's the one I'm going to be using in the fight. Again, if the user is attuned to water, meaning they're a water user, increases strength and HP by 20%. You guys might be able to pick up some of these if you get to summon on there. But overall, guys, that is it. I know I got through it pretty fast. I'm going to go to my emblems here and see what I get. But I'm so excited about this. Woo! We get to level up my dragon, which is sweet. And we get some... Oh, my gosh. This... you know, it's really hard to get holy water or the worm print water that levels them up the experience. It's so hard for me to get a hold of those. So... overall, I think this raid is extremely fun. I'm excited to keep doing it. If you guys haven't checked out the game yet, remember it's called Dragalia Lost. I'm going to be covering it a little bit more in videos, and this raid is sweet. So we're going to be doing a little bit on stream, so make sure you power up your water units. Come help me out on stream. We're going to be doing that later on this week. So if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below if you guys are playing the game, and if you've cleared the highest raid difficulty, because it's really hard for me. And then subscribe for future content. We'll catch you guys in the next video.